So, hey everyone, this time I will do kind of a live review. It's live because the review happening during a actual teaching game with one of my students who is a 2Q on KGS, and I will just try to commentate the idea behind her move, and I will try to explain the idea behind my moves. I won't really do a really deep review here because I don't have that much time, because I need to play the game beside the review, but I will try to make a useful video here, and I will try to give an example how a teaching game and how a review is going with me during a game or after the game, as you can see. So this is the game so far. Nothing special happened. Black could choose the Kobayashi opening as well with the Komoku at Q3, but playing D2 is normal as well. Here I could just simply answer, and then Black has a little bit awkward situation, because playing a normal Joseki would mean that Black is pretty low on the lower side. Playing H4 is okay, but usually we play this shape in a special case, because K3 can be a little bit annoying later. So, but I decided to ignore D2 and approach immediately, which is also normal, matter of style, I guess. O4 is okay because Black is low on F3, so with the balance she would like to keep the lower side more interesting. And here I just choose a simple variation, and now Black has two options. Usually just defending and I'm jumping, or Black can consider to pincer here, which is also an idea and a playable move, even though it's not that common anymore. Rarely see in professional games. Also, O4 is not that common, but at this position it's completely fine. Hard to say it's a bad move or anything like that. And the game is that Black pincer here, and now White can choose this one, but I would feel like this is a little bit slow for White, even though that White is an okay shape, but it's hard to attack the one stone at Q8. So White can choose another Joseki, which starts with P3, and usually it's going like this. Now Black cut and Black push, White extend, push again, and now I'm not completely sure, but I guess it's like this. And the early fight can happen here. Or probably Black can choose this as well, but I don't know, this, and this is the actual game. This feels like a little bit that Black is paying too much here. And I don't know, the Black thickness is not that strong actually. I mean, Black has a really good continuation at N2, but this is Gote and not even threatening the corner, and in the corner White gained a lot of points. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points, and it started a Black corner, and actually if black play n2, black ended in gote, which means that white can play a big move. Or if black tenuki, which is the actual game, then later n3, m3 can be really big for white as well. So I don't know, I don't really like this result for black. Probably it's playable, but the white cache is a lot actually. But black has a good continuation, that's true. So probably it's playable for both. And now black choose to play d18, and I just answer solidly, and most probably black will just answer that. Yep, and this is the game so far. So now the question is for white, which direction I would like to approach the upper right corner. Usually we are looking for the biggest area, but this time it's pretty much the same, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The right side is a little bit bigger, which means it's easier to make base there. So that's the direction what we will choose this time. And this is what I will choose in the game as well. At some point I will stop commentate the game, because maybe I will be in Biomi, and that will be much more difficult to comment there. But I will try my best till that. And black played the pincer, which makes sense because she's playing from q8 and also attacking my one stone, but I think it's fine. This time I have no choice but to just to jump to the corner, which will happen. And now the question is where to block. Both feels okay, but if black block from q17, the problem is, and playing the normal Joseki, that this cap is perfect for black, for white now. Yeah, the main problem if black choose to play this wall, this Joseki, that J17 is too far from the wall, and also it's low, so it's much more easier to reduce the black potential. It's much more easier to make useless the black wall. Even if we play like this, just some simple shape, I can play here. That's much more easier game for white right now. Even if I connect here, or yep, connect here, because now the white wall is useless. I already took the corner, and if black cannot find a civil way to attack white here, then the black wall is pretty much neutral points. So it means that black need to choose the other side, which is the actual game. No, the actual game is the... okay, so let's go back. So if black choose the other side, that's a little bit better, because black has center, which is always good, and also now the upper side is not so interesting anymore for white or for black. And also that black can take the corner, or black can play n2, which we already talked about. That is a really big continuation for black. So if black choose the other side to block, then it's a much more easier game for black, I think. Black has a solid territory on the right side, some potential as well. Black has continuation against the upper right corner too, which is pretty big. Not right now, but it will be really big. And black has some other option to consider as to continue the Fuseki. So I think this is fine for black. But unfortunately, black choosing to block here, so we play the normal Joseki, but now we already talked about what will happen. And this is the actual game. So black choose to play K17, so I Nobi, and then playing L17, and then I Nobi again. So it seems like that black is getting territories, but actually the main problem here that, and now black jump, that black is extremely low, and now the wall is so useless. I mean, when you play for a wall and you want to play for thickness, that you want to attack and you don't want to create territory with the wall, but you want to chase the opponent to the wall, chase the V group to the wall. But right now there is no V group, and black is making points with her wall, which is the worst thing what you can do with the wall. So this is the game so far. Yeah, as long as I can force black to the third line, white is okay in point wise, because I already took 3 corner, and oh, now that's interesting, because black Hane here, which gives me another free move. The Hane is pretty much center for me. If he just extend, if she just extend, I can again play another forcing move, and soon you can realize that white actually making more points in the center than black on the upper side, because all these moves on the third line, there's not that much territory. We can actually even count it, how much it is. Exactly, like, I don't know. So it's around 20 points, but making 20 points with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 move, that's not so effective. Doesn't matter how you look at it. So this is the perfect example how you shouldn't use the wall, or a perfect example about direction and when how to choose the Joseki when you choose a Joseki. Because if we go back and let's say that black has a stone at K16, then the Joseki with the wall is perfectly fine, because I cannot reduce that so easily. But right now it's really difficult to send any severe attack this one single stone, which means that black cannot get any profit from the wall, cannot get any free moves, but she needs to take the top side, which is not that important. That's why if black choose the other side to block, then she's consistent about that the top side is not important, so it means it's better to make it even less important, and not just for black but for white either, because white playing low on the top side as well, so it's complete, it's like a wasteland for both sides. But compared to the other Joseki, now black has center, and black is really thick on the right side, which is important because black has the thickness on the right side already. So let's go back to the game. game is like this, right? And now black played this, which is reasonable because black need to reduce the white influence somehow. And right now the question is how to attack that one single stone. Now because it's high, that probably you don't want to play either d8 or c12 or d12 or anything like that, but playing something more active. So I would play the cap here, because both c8 or c12 is mi for both, so I don't mind if black taking one of the moves if I can play the other after that. And black jump. So my plan here is to seal black inside. I don't even mind if she leave on the left side, as long as I can gain 3 moves in the center. So I just pip here. Quickly and try to seal black. It's important to note that I'm not looking for the kill, but to gain profit from the attack. Now I place this, which means I immediately cut, and I already have profit from the attack. Black has no choice but to block, and I can cut. It's not that difficult for black to leave here, and it was never my intention to kill it, just to gain profit from the attack. Probably this is not the most severe way to attack it, but I'm satisfied with this result already. Now most probably black will play this Atari and just leave simple. Which means I can again play for the center here. Like this, for example. Because the lower right corner and the upper right corner is pretty much equal to the top side, so now I need to play for the center to compensate the right side of the black thickness and the lower left corner. Black is still thinking how to leave, but I'm pretty sure that the Atari will happen here. If black playing something else instead of the Atari, I immediately play the Atari. Like, this is really huge, because if connect, I can connect as well, and okay, black still can leave easily, but I gain a lot on the left side. And if she played a ko, I immediately take it, and then it's getting a bit more complicated for black to leave, but black choose to play the Atari, which we already talked about, and I connect. Usually when you want to leave, the best way to leave is the fastest way to leave, so even if you can find a better way to leave in point-wise, sometimes it's not worth to try it, but to leave as fast as you can. Now black made a mistake here by pushing one more, because so this is the game, and black push, and before that I played the Atari, And now I can be a little bit severe here if I want to. The question is that if I can, because black has a nice counter attack too. Question is if I can cut it. It seems like I can, which is painful for black right now. If black needs to go out and leave some, black can leave easily. It's not even a question. But it's really painful because it builds white as well, that I can gain on the upper left corner, also gained in the center a little bit. So that exchange at b7 is really painful. It could be so much easier to live, and I cannot really gain any more forcing move here. But like this, okay, this is center, but not much that black gained with it, but the shape become worse. And this is the actual game. That black push and I just extend. And like I said, it's not difficult to live, but black need to play extra moves to live, bad exchanges to live. And again, I repeat myself, but I'm not going for the kill. Maybe I can try, and maybe if I would be really behind, I will try. But at this point, it's completely unnecessary. Maybe it would be fun to try in some friendly game, but this time it's a teaching game, so it's not about that. It's just about gaining from the attack. And it's already happened. I gained on the upper left corner, gained in the center. I will end up center, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure about that. And I can continue on the bottom area, or I can build in the center. So white has a comfortable game here. And now black played the pip, which is probably a wrong order here. Now if I push and play, maybe I can consider for going for the kill, or again just seal inside. Black let it live in Gotha and play. But for sure it would be easier to play this first. The question is if, yeah, I would just block, and then if he played the pip, then it's alive. But now I can be a little bit more severe because of the wrong order of the moves. So yep. But compared to the rank difference, I think that she's playing fine here. One direction mistake happened with the wrong side to block, and the upper right corner, no, not upper right, sorry, lower right corner was also not optimal, let's say. But like it's playing okay. I mean, if she lives, it's still a long way to go, and I think she will live here. Okay, black exchanging this, which I'm not sure is necessary. She just took a liberty from herself, and not much she gained here. So question is how's next? What will be the next move here? Of course we can check what would happen if I go for the kill, but I don't think that is really possible, because I can just easily break. I mean, black can just easily break through here. So that's why I would just block, and if she's still Tenuki and thinks it's alive, then I can play this. But of course she plays the pip, and then I can Tenuki. So yes, order the moves are crucial here. Also probably black could play this, but then I can play this C12, which again a little bit dangerous for black. So the problem is that black played this, and now now it's really tempting for going for the kill. It's really tempting. And the problem is that that's the most severe move. I need to play where she could play, because even if I don't go for the kill, that's the most severe move. So yeah, I need to play this no matter what. I know that teaching games shouldn't be about killing, but sometimes you need to show in the actual game what's the whiteout point. At this time, this is the whiteout point, so I need to play it. I mean, I think that's more damaging if I play badly and she just realized that I let her live instead of playing the most severe move, or instead of I mean, I don't really like to hold back in teaching games. I like to show the way during the game by just attacking but not killing, but holding back so clearly, like in a situation like this, playing something else like the jump, for example, that can be also, I mean, I could play this and then black is alive almost in center, but it would make no sense because it's obvious that the best move is threatening for black, I mean killing black. So it can happen that the game will end up soon, but I still prefer to play like this and punish some shape mistake instead of letting her live, because like this at least she's thinking, she need to think if there is any way out or if there is any way to live. If she cannot find, then that's the game, but it's still better than just let her live without any thinking. That's least useful. That's my way of thinking. So far, yeah, I don't really see a way for black to live, because if she just connect, I can play the jump here, and it has some agi, that's true, but not much, unfortunately. Something like this, if I just take not much agi for black here. Unfortunately. I might even offer to her to review the game from now, but she might find something here which I don't see. It happened many times. I mean, sometimes in some teaching game I was confident, okay, this is death, so now it's game over, let's start the review, and all of a sudden one of my students surprised me, for example, by finding a really good Tetsuji and a really deep Tetsuji, and managed to live. So let's see what she found here. Oh, a co. So now she played this Atari. And of course we always take the co once. That's the golden rule. We take the co once. And that's the local threat by taking the one stone, and she take back. And now we don't really have any good cost rate here, to be honest, so we need to connect here. Let's see what she found here. Worst case, we can still cut, or if she connect now, then maybe some switching can happen. Yeah, we could cut and kill clearly, but white is a bit greedy by connecting here, which means this can be a chance, because now it's a little bit different. Because if I play this now, black might have a way out. And if I play this, then again this is a bit dangerous for white. I cannot cut because that's a double lottery. So yeah, maybe black found a way, because white was greedy and white could cut at E12. But now E12 is good for black too. It's a good proverb that what is good for the opponent is good for us as well. And this is a perfect example right now. And yep, she found it. Now the question is how we will solve this problem. Probably just taking the one stone is the best move here, because locally we don't know how to attack the black group anymore. So again, we are looking for the profit from the attack, and the profit is simply break through and just let it live. And instead of going out, she decided to live locally, which is fine, but a little bit soft probably, because she could jump out first and could try to destroy the center, but she decided to live, or threatening me to live, so I just simply take here, which means that she can live, and I also gain from the attack as well. And of course, still she can consider to go out, but then again she needs to run and I can chase it, so probably it's better to leave now if she decided to leave anyway. Instead of running out to the center. Let's see how she... and she connect. Okay. So which means that I can just play the Atari here. Right? Tuck, tuck, tuck. and I take the profit from the attack. And the game is going on. White is ahead, most probably, but it can be still a long game here. White could consider to play like this, but then it would be a collapse. Because White lack of liberties. So I was counting this if this is working, because that would be the best way to capture Black, but unfortunately it's not working. So I can play this, or I could play G17 as well. Okay, so Black connect, after the Atari, and I play Atari again, I connect, and I connect as well. And this is the actual game. And now, let's see where Black will play, which is the biggest move. Black decides to take the corner, which is big, but not sure if this is the biggest move right now. I prefer M3 more, or playing in the center, because C3 not really threatening me anymore, because I'm thick with C6. So the top area had more potential if Black could play N2. And now Black playing really bad exchanges, taking liberty from herself by just gaining 1 point extra. This might seem a good idea because she's building the center, but at the same time she's building my territory as well. So that I don't really mind, because White is thick in the center, so gaining much point in the center is not that easy anymore. It's much more easier to gain points on the bottom area. With the jump, Black aiming to start to run out with D8, so I need to capture it, and I capture it with the Geta. I could capture it with E7 as well, but F7 is okay too. As long as I capture the one stone, it's fine. The question is which has less AG, and it's really difficult to tell. And now Black played this one, which I would say a little bit too soft here. I would say this is not really enough to win the game. Black should think somehow in a larger scale, but it's really hard to find a way. At least one line further that Black could play. But yeah, this is really painful. This is again a good example how not to use the thickness, but again Black has no choice, because Black has no target to attack, so Black cannot do anything but building from the thickness, which is, we already discussed, is not a good idea. That's not how you should use the thickness. And I just played a simple reducing move while I also try to build my own center. It's kind of a turning point. Black reduce, and I just simply stop it. And soon I will be in Biome in the game, so probably I will stop the commentary here, or after a few few moves. Again, black tried to reduce and I need to stop it. As long as I can gain at least 10 points into center, I think white should be fine in this game. Because black lost too much territory on the top side and also couldn't really make much with her thickness in the center. So yeah, the main goal here is to get as much territory in the center as I can, and as long as I can do it, I'm fine in the game. And the problem is that black is just answering all of my move. I mean, without any other idea. So for example, here she could say, okay, I don't care anymore, I build my own territory, or okay, I started to play endgame because there is no weak group on the board, so it's the best time to start endgame, or I play some other big move. But no, she just answered to my moves, which is the worst that she can do here. So for example, now I can play something bigger, something more active. For example, I can play b4, which is extremely big because it grants me 2 eyes and also it has a good endgame follow-up. And she answered. Yeah, I think I just start to play endgame here. Not much I need to do, because if there is no V group on the board, and as you can see there is no V group on the board, that means that you can start usually the endgame. And this is not the biggest endgame, but this is also kind of important, that I don't want to lose my second eye. And I don't want to let black gain more free moves against c6 group, so I just leave as fast as I can, and that's all pretty much. That's why I played this Honda Conduct move immediately. And black push, and I just simply answer. And now hopefully black will play something big. For example, black can ask e6 once, and later he can cut at d5, but also n10 is really huge, q18 is really huge as well. So black has many big endgame moves here. I think these are the biggest endgame moves right now. That 5 move at the moment. So black keep push, and I need to answer, and I really hope that she won't cut them. And she cut the one stone. Now that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points got really small at this point, because I can just play the Atari for free, and for example I can play R18 now, and threatening for the monkey jump and making more points in the corner. Easy and simple game. Oh, and black just extend. And now because of the cut, black will miss at least 2 bigger endgame moves here, which she could play. And also b2 left there because she didn't defend her. And now it's for sure just endgame time. So I think I would end this promotion review, let's say. So I would end the review here right now, because soon I will enter BOE and I wouldn't be able to commentate and play at the same time. I think this was a really good example game. I mean, nothing really serious mistake happened, but a few direction mistake and a few shape issue could lead to an early white advantage, and even though that the rank difference is huge between us and this is a teaching game, she managed to resist well. I mean, she played kind of okay, and yeah, I wouldn't say that any really big mistake happened, but just a few small ones. Yeah, so I think that's all for now. If you enjoyed the review, just check out my YouTube channel. If you would like to support me, just check out my Patreon site, and I'm open to any kind of idea or feedback or anything like that, to make more reviews, lectures, study groups or sessions. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I really hope that one way or another it was useful for the Go community, and my English still sucks.